episodes. Talking shit, getting clicked with your host, Mo 3 times. I'm out of control. Yeah, let's do this. That's my yes. It's been so long. It has been so long. It has been so long since I seen you.
What's the matter? Do you miss me?
I hope so, because I've missed doing this. Hanging out with all of you guys. It's the We episode. You already know, Thursday night. We do this thing for real, live. LIVE 313-825-5557. Come talk to me.
And y'all just listen what the fuck up.
Yes, it is. Look at this. Hold on. Bring myself back. Look at this guy. Look at these people. I know you. I'm going through it too fast. Hey. Tormenta. Wrecky World 7. What's good? Mainline. Did I say Ramid? What's going on, you peoples? What's going on, good peoples? What is going on? I am Mo 3 times. This is talking shit, getting clicks. But more importantly, where is it? Gotta find it. It's not the me episode. I can't get that right. I can't get it right, guys. It is the me episodes, but when you call in and hit the chat, it becomes the we episodes. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
Kato was good. Last week and the week before, because we were Thanksgiving and then last week was Flash's birthday.
Amen.
And y'all just listen what the fuck up.
Oh, we called Flash out there last week, and that's a clip. I had to clip him. I told him I was going to clip him. I don't know if he gave me permission for that, but I did that. I did. Honestly, I did that. But anyway, welcome to tonight's We episodes. It's December 7th, 2023 on the Talking Shit, Getting Clicks YouTube channel. You don't say this shit out loud. We do a little hashtag in there to make it look like an H, but it's really not an H to get around that. But anyway, I am your host, Mo 3 times, and we're here to catch up on recent news, dig deeper on today's issues, and basically discuss everything under, over, and beyond the sun. I've checked the stats, and we are indeed now international. We are, damn it. We're getting global. If you're viewing this show and you have not yet subscribed, please give us a try. I mean, you could do it like a free trial subscription. You know, you just click the subscribe button, hit the alerts, and when I pop up, you can see what's going on. And if you don't like me, unsubscribe, unhit that bell for me. You know what I mean? Honestly, you could do that. And that free trial subscription ends when you decide. Anyway, everyone else, throw me a quick like and let's get on with it. I won't wait because tonight we talk NFL. That's right, sketchy ass refs. The Chiefs-Packer matchup, right? My birds getting their beaks broke by San Francisco 49ers. Oh, you know what? You know what? I need an administrator. No, they're not getting that. They're not getting that. But also, we're going to talk about my slow death in fantasy football. That's right, guys. I'm losing quarterbacks out there. Shouts outs to the BWL League. If you're here in the building, call in when we talk about that. But we'll also discuss hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs' response to his legal woes, and we will dig into the comments made by actress/activist Julianna Margulies for criticizing the black community. This and more. Oh yeah, and if you don't like the topics, there's a boo button on here. I don't use it that much, not for myself or my show. But if you don't like the topics, you can take over. And you can do that by calling. Let me hit you with once again, the 313-825-5557. And then you can steer the conversation. Or if you're one of those, I hate my voice, but you want to share your thoughts and opinions, you can always join the Jump Out Gang in our live chat. Ain't that right, Jump Out Gang? I said, ain't that right, Jump Out Gang? They're still saying hi to each other. There might be a slight delay. Anyway, this is the We episodes, and we are here to share our thoughts, experiences, and opinions. And since the We episodes are housed on the Talking Shit, Getting Clicks network, we gonna talk shit too.
If y'all just listen what
Hold up, Flash.
Ain't nothing.
Happy birthday, buddy. I'm going to the chats now. I got a new segment, right? Because they said, like, get a little organized with this. And I got a segment because there's something that always happens. And there's always somebody there. But you guys should like it. And if you don't like it, give me a like, hit share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Oh, look who we got in here. Scotty T. You know what? Hold on for a second. Before we start, because it's been a while, guys. We got to get reacquainted up in here. But let me tell you something. Give me a second. I'm going to put up the... Oh, I lost it. I'm going to put up the phone calls in just 1 second. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. But first, I have to find... I think it's over here. If it's not, I can just type it in real quick because I ain't no schmo. Yo, Scotty T was telling a story, and I gotta share it with you guys. Let me throw it up. Scotty T, I'm gonna throw up your story if you don't mind. Great story. And if you don't know, Scotty T is the comedian, the joke teller from Your Comedy Minute YouTube channel. Check him out. He has merch and all that good stuff. Christmas time is coming, Hanukkah as well, Kwanzaa as well. Grab yourself some swell merch from Scotty T. You know what? That's the same button as right? Show love. Show love. Scotty T says, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But Scotty T's joke. Definitely do it. Definitely do that. All right, I'm going to set up the phone calls real quick. I don't want to... What type of day we're having? Let's call this... I don't even know. I forgot how to do this. I probably forgot my passcode. Oh yeah, I forgot to do one more thing. But what I also have to do is I have to mute my own show because you'll hear it in the background. We don't want that. Hopefully I closed out of it. Sorry guys, I'm a little rusty. But while I'm being all rusty, what's up, chat? Let me go through. Let me look at my chat, guys. There you guys go. There you are. Let's go, Eagles. Y'all going to bounce back, you damn right, Ramid. Yo, the fact that Ramid is a Jets fan and he's showing love, that's big. That's big right there, guys. That's big. Oh no, I'm not. I did not hate it. I did not hate that.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Eagles, go Eagles. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm still talking. Yo, I have so many screens open. It's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hit a left. I'm hitting F11s out here. But yeah, yo, that Eagles game was something else. I was so upset. Well, honestly, when I went to sleep, it was not 42 points. I didn't go to sleep at 42 points, but when I woke up, and I woke up to a 42-19 banger, do you know how that feels? Because I didn't drink anything, and I immediately had a hangover. Just looking at that nonsense. Like, yeah, I went to sleep, I woke up, yo, and then I watched was it the Sunday night game or Monday night game? Packers, Chiefs. That was crazy. That was crazy. That's right, Scotty T, no defense. So, a couple weeks before, I mentioned that the Cowboys hadn't beat a winning team. Like, I was on top of that. Before the latest matchup between 49ers, I'm going through the stats and I'm looking at the schedule and everything, and I'm like, yo, I didn't notice. Before all the pundits out there, I don't have time to ESPN in the mornings anymore. I don't. But I heard them saying it. But I had already said it in my head. I was like, yo, we've played 3 games in like a 2-week span. 3 games in a 2-week span. And these guys are coming in well rested. Not only that, hold on. I know I'm doing something. Here. Scooch me over. That's right. Like, subscribe, hit the channel. But seriously, I'm talking Eagles. That's why I got thrown on here. But yeah, I had noticed that. So Scotty T, when you say there's no defense, yeah, they didn't have their legs under them. But we are going to talk all that stuff, just as soon as I find my own show and mute it. Up there. It might be here. That's me. Close that out. All right. Hello. All right, let me throw up Scott TT. Of your comedy minute, don't get it up. All right. See how I did that production. All right, Scotty, take it away.
Today's story is Kiss/Gene Simmons. Back in 1996, I was working for RCA, and there was a band called the Verve Pipe. I fell in love with those guys, Brian Vander Ark, AJ Dunning. AJ is one of the best guitar players I've met. They had a hit with Photograph, then they had a huge hit with a song called The Freshman. So they won an opening slot for Kiss. It was a big deal. And one of the shows was in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I called David Snowden. David used to manage Kiss's fan club, Ace and Peter's fan club. So David flew in. He was excited about it. And he arranged for him and I to meet Ace and Peter. So we go backstage, and it was really weird because even though it's one band, Ace and Peter were managed by George Suet, and Paul and Gene were managed by Doc McGee. So it was like really weird backstage and everything. But we did the meet and greet, got my picture, and I went to leave. And again, I was jumpy, I admit it. I turned, and Gene had those boots on, so Gene's like 7 feet tall. I walked and smashed my face right into his chest, and I'm talking, my face was against his chest hairs, and I was just like scared. And he looked down at me like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And I looked up, and I'm telling you, it's a wonder I didn't shit my pants because I was so scared. He looked like Satan himself. I mean, David said today, "You jumped behind me, Scotty," like I was going to protect you. And of course, Gene's standing there like, "What the hell's going on?" I got to tell you, Gene Simmons, you are a scary character. I will never forget it. You guys have a good one. I'll see you real soon.
Big Burnham, what's good, my bro? Welcome to the show. Hit like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Yo, that was Scotty T. Let me get the phones going. I'ma get the phones going.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line.
What is my...
Please enter your show or meeting number.
Enter your six-digit PIN number.
I remember this lady.
Welcome, host. You have not started a show session in Call-In Studio and cannot yet receive calls on Talk and Shit Get and Click.
Yeah, that's the
Please
one.
visit the Call-In Studio website and begin your session. Music will play until your session begins, or you may call back when you are ready.
Play something pleasant until I'm ready to host the show.
Welcome,
It's
host.
official.
You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
Y'all know
Audio
every week.
recording is
Y'all know
on.
every week. Y'all know every week I put these phones on and then I don't even look at it and people calling like, "Yo, I don't call then and you ain't done nothing and ain't done nothing, ain't nobody talking." I'm gonna pick up the phones. I have the screen right over here and I'm looking at it. I am looking at it. How did y'all like
recognize the voice?
look at what I'm doing. What am I doing here? How did you guys like Scotty T's story of coming face to face with Gene Simmons's taco meat? You know, like, I'm sure Kiss, you know, he's always got his chest out. He probably had the, you know, the onesie with the deep V cut. And Scotty T just came face, lips, nose, forehead, right into Gene Simmons' chestistus. Oh my God. Right there. Why?
Oh, it's good. Good and terrible.
I am indeed. Indeed.
Many people know him as the Jump Out Boys in their city.
It was hairy and it smelled. Scotty T, please do tell. What did it smell like? Like curry? Garlic? Like hoagies? Oh my God. All right. Scotty T's on one today already. I already know Scotty T is feeling very special today. I can tell. I know these things. Woo! Said he saw Diddy. Me too. We're going to talk about Puff Daddy. Yes, we will talk about Puffy. Do I got new sound effects?
You've been robbed.
I love that from last time. Remember that was the last show we did. You've been robbed. And then I'm not gonna lie, when I'm in here, I always...
Would you be a body rub babe for me?
That is like the saying of 2023 coming in late.
Would you be a body rub babe for me?
Would you be a body rub babe for me? But tonight we're gonna talk about oh shit. How do you say Tony Romo in Spanish? In Espanol? All right. Mark Sanchez.
I want more. I want more. I want more.
Yeah. All right. I miss hitting buttons, so that's what I'm going to do for just a couple seconds.
They're savage animals.
Yeah,
they are people that are sick, really sick.
Yes, they are. But what's
Many
up?
people know them as the jump out boys in their city.
What's up, gang gang? In the city.
Yo, you know what it is. Why you being weird to me? Reckless Squirrel in the building.
Wow.
Storm, we in the building.
Reckless World, what did we... Storm, what's going on, Tormenta?
We in the building.
And look what she did.
Surprise, surprise! It's Reckless World 7. Yo, Reckless World 7,
like
what did I tell you about hitting sound effects on my show? What did I tell you?
Why you being weird to me? I just want to know why you being weird to me. Okay, no more buttons.
Y'all just listen what the fuck up.
Oh my, yo, you know you going down for that, right?
That's your daddy.
You going down for that one. You
That's what you like. Was that Flash?
None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up.
They made it up.
They lied.
They lied. That's AI. That's an AI sound effect I made. That's not Flash.
Hey, no.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Guys, tonight you know what we're talking about. We're going to talk a little bit about the Eagles. Hopefully, Love will show face and talk football and bless us with that because she's a football monster. And then I'm doing a new segment. And I hope that you guys like it. First segment is going to be a very, very special. And then we're going to talk about Julianna Margulies. Remember the show ER, the hit show back in the day, ER, and she's done some other stuff. She's an actress / activist, and she says some things about the black community as it involves the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And then she did apologize, but then we're going to dig into that because that was crazy.
Cut the show. I'm done.
No. Don't cut the show. And what else are we talking about? Let me hit this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And of course, we're going to be talking about. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Diddy and Russell Yoga scene. Me. Oh, wow. I'm going to put this up here because we go back. I'm going to put all, but you see all that? You see that whole paragraph? These chats ain't for paragraphs. Not like that. But you know what is? Aha, we got the phone line. 313-825-5557.
The American dream. Dead.
Is it? Storm, you talking? All right, so you remember the time we was at your crib and Reckless came in and he was talking and I said, so when we go get some chicken heads, and Rex said, damn it, Bobby, you always talking about food.
Talk about the food.
Yo, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that, but Cook Up, Burnham, let me tell you what, that whole episode is still under statute of limitations.
That's my boy.
That was
my boy.
a crazy.
Bobby, he knows what's up.
That was a crazy. Nah, you got that. That was crazy night. That was crazy. Hey, man, I was young back then. Like this beard was like tucked away back here. I don't know. Don't even probably involve me saying pause or something like that. And I don't want to start out the show like that.
This isn't okay, man. This is not okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. Anybody
Come on,
want
let's
to?
get the Diddy did. Diddy did.
Oh.
Diddy did.
There he goes again. There he goes again, telling me how to run my show.
Who the hell is interrupting my
God. I know you're sorry. I know you're sorry because I dropped the call. Yeah, that's what happens when you mess around with old Mo 3 times.
Who the hell is interrupting my kung fu?
Not you. No one interrupts my kung fu. I 21 them out. White Henny, paintball. You know, that's all the bros want for their birthday. Paintball and Henny. All right. I'm going to act like, I thought it was the 718, but it's not. This is a talking shit, getting clicks. You are on with Mo 3 times. Because you called the 313-825-5555 number. What's good?
You good. I could not miss talking to you before the big game on Sunday night.
I got to go back here, huh? You going to make me go back here, click like, subscribe, share. You going to want to click like, subscribe, share, because it's about to go down. I already know. Let me tell you one thing, sir. Let me tell you just one thing.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle! You've been robbed.
Sir, you're done.
I love you.
My time. I love you too. Hope everything's well out in your parts.
Maurice, I gotta tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody's well.
Did you just hold on?
Your anniversary photo.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. First of all, you just used my government name. Okay.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay. I'm sorry, government. Hold on, wait a second. Your wedding anniversary photo popped up on social media, and I remember the last time we were talking trash about an unnamed team, and they were happen to win the Super Bowl. I said, not this year, Lord.
That was
Please
true.
Let me have to say congratulations. Yeah.
That is true. That is true. It is true. We won that Super Bowl. Hey, right now, listen. This is the way I'm looking at the team right now is that we got our bye. We came back good. We came back on some spirited stuff. We haven't fully mollywopped the team yet, and that's why we don't get no respect and everything like that. But I believe our O-line is healthy, and I think all our starting O-line is going to be back for this game. Jalen Hurts has had issues when being pressured, and he's pressured 40% of his passes. And yeah, we did. We gave up 7 touchdowns in a row last week. That was not good. I mean, I made it to the 4th one, and then I was like, oh.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.
You know what I mean?
I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go on.
Hey, Belle. What's good? So it's been crazy, but we're going to see you guys again. We're going to see you guys. And this game does not mean as much us as it means to you guys. It means everything.
Correct.
Everything. And this is quite
because they said we didn't beat anybody.
Yeah. You're going to have to beat us.
Yeah.
And
San Fran.
And you're going to have to beat San Francisco. And San Francisco is looking like the real deal. I mean, listen, we took an L to San Fran, but listen, they were waiting for us for 10 whole months. 10 whole months. They were like Rocky Balboa when he had they taped our team photo to their mirrors, and they were staring and punching mirrors for 10 whole months. And then we're on our winning spree. We played 3 games in a 2-week span, and they got 10 days of rest, which means And you know what it means. It means they went through the walkthroughs. It means they got extra film time in. They got extra conditioning in. They got their brain good by going to they clubbed it out. They had enough time to, party it up, come back sober, get back in the books, and then go fly out to Philly and go play. I'm not making excuses. A loss is a loss. We got beat. We could have did way better. I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought it was going to be a closer game than that. But we could have did way better. And guess what? We really didn't see the full strength of Christian McCaffrey. It was a Deebo Samuels night. It was a Deebo Samuels Brock Purdy event. Why? I'm hurting talking about this. Why did you call me? Why did you call me?
Eagles! Because Deebo talked trash. Deebo had to show up.
Yeah.
Deebo talked so much trash about y'all. So he had to show out and show up and do it. He had to do what he did.
I bet Deebo had a little 22 in his sock.
That's what they talk about. Now let's get to the
like Billy Blanks did in the last Boy Scout. I bet he was really willing to take it there. He's going to pull out. All right, so I haven't seen Jerry Jones. Listen, like I said, I have not been ESPN in it or NFL networking in it in a while, and I have not heard from Jerry Jones. Where is he? Is he all right? Is he okay? I haven't really heard from him.
Jerry, all right. A little upset. The linebacker decided to sign with the Eagles and not the Cowboys. They went to sign somebody else that I couldn't care less about, but I would prefer them to sign the other kid.
I know, but
it is what it is.
I mean, Howie Roseman versus Jerry Jones as a general manager. Come on, Howie all day.
You've been robbed.
Howie all day. Stick him up, Howie. Howie did it. Howie get this guy. You know what Howie's doing. Howie got listen, bro. We can offer you this, or I can, I got a DVD. I know old technology, but I got this thumb drive, and it's got that night, that altercation, 2 years ago down at King of Diamonds in Miami. Come sign with us. We'll take care of you, and I'll take care of this.
You stupid.
I know.
But it might be true.
It might be true. It might be possible.
We got more money.
He's like the Bill Belichick of general managers. He's got dirt on everybody. Kind of like George Santos. I could have just swiveled to George Santos because George Santos said he's about to tell on everybody in Congress. Everybody. George Santos was spending our tax dollars on OnlyFans. You know that?
She was in Sister 3 and Sister 4.
But he's about to tell on guys that have whole ass mistresses. We're not talking about whatever $9.99 subscription per month. We're talking about a guy with a whole ass stable of gumas that he has to tend to, make sure their nails, hair, and makeup is done, and they're eating good.
George said, I got enough information and whatnot. Y'all think I'm going to jail. I ain't going to jail. Y'all gonna get me out of this mess.
Yeah, you remember that? You remember that movie Ricochet with Denzel? Denzel was a little younger. Denzel, John Lithgow. He did the behind the box, shot the dude in the knee. Remember his mentor was the older black dude with the beard, and they found him hanging from a ceiling fan wearing drag?
Yep.
Yeah. That's how George Santos is about to end up.
Unfortunately, hey, look, they told you go away quietly. You don't want to go away quietly. You want to start telling. You're going to write a tell-all book and try to get some more money.
Man.
Hey, look.
They're going to get them same hitters.
He want a movie.
They're going to get them same hitters that Puffy allegedly got. Take that.
Now, what's the sex dude that got killed in jail?
Oh, Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin got poked up. He got poked up. That's a good topic. See? I told you guys, you call in You host the show. You take over. I ain't lying. Tell him I ain't. Tell him I ain't lying.
I wasn't talking about Chauvin. I was talking about
Somebody
I
else.
was talking about the sex trafficking guy.
Oh, the sex trap. The guy from the Olympics. There was another guy.
No. Yeah, the white dude that they even talked about the now I guess he's the king of England. He has something to do with it.
Oh, well,
one of Trump's friends.
Blah, 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 blah. Buddy, I have no idea what you're talking about. If anybody knows what Mike is talking about, help us out. There was a guy that was involved in human trafficking on the stealing innocence, and he was stabbed up in prison.
Yeah, he was caught hung in prison. I think he was found dead, hung in his cell.
Oh, okay.
And they're trying to figure out how he got hung in his cell.
Oh, you mean I know who you're talking about.
Now he's coming, baby.
See, and I had his name, and then I just thought about not Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, guy. There we go, Jeffrey. We remember. And we want that black book. That's what we want. We want the black book, right?
Yeah. You want the book.
Original talking.
You want to see. You know. That's why trying to. The girl that got the book, they know she got the book. She just don't know where they hid the book at.
Just Lane has that book laying next to the Ark of the Covenant. That's where it is. That is definitely where that book is. Did they ever remember the Hollywood madam, Heidi Fleiss? Remember Heidi Fleiss back in the day? Did they get her black book and all of her clients?
Yep. Nope.
They didn't get it, right?
Nope.
They tend not to get those black books.
Too many judges and stuff and they can't get those types of. Hold up. If they did get the book,
mm-hmm.
The book got lost and on its way to evidence. So it never got logged in. The book got burnt on the way.
Hey, you know what? I know what happened to the book. I know exactly what happened to the book. I'm about to show you. I am about to show you what happened to the book. Give me a couple seconds. Give me a little time.
All right, take your time. I'm driving anyway.
Are you driving in on the phone? I hope your hand's free, sir. We got to do it safe for this show.
I'm hands free.
All right, I like that. Let me show you guys. This is where the book was last. Amazing. Amazing. You see that? And that's where that black book was, guys. That's where it was. No, actually, that was a house explosion in Arlington, Virginia that took place earlier this week. The police basically said there was a man acting nuts in his house. The neighbors have reported that he was firing like a flare gun from inside his house out into the street, and he had done it like 30, damn near 40 times, right? And then they came, and then the house blows up. So like anybody else would be thinking like, hey, he had the gas turned up, he had that oven on, no pilot, and he was just trying to get rid of that black book, guys. Oh, look, they got a picture of him. His name is James Yu. He's 56 years old. And I'm going to throw these out here. See if we can get a picture of him. This is the area I used to live in. This is the bus route. Like, he lives like in a neighborhood my bus would go by. every morning when I was going into Pentagon City. And here it is. Here it is. Guys, if you're waiting on the phone lines, give me a sec. That's him. 56-year-old James U. Y-O-O. So anyway, you know what? They also said that the police were like throwing, they made it a point. They made it a point to report that the police were throwing non-lethal, non-flammable deterrents in the house. So I don't know, guys. we don't know what's going on there. But honestly, if the neighbors were reporting that he was shooting flares out in the middle of the street, I'm gonna go with what the neighbor said. For right now.
Yeah, had the police get a pass? The police get a pass on this one for so far?
Yeah, so far. Only because they said he was shooting flares, and it just makes me believe that. But this is also in Arlington, Virginia, and this guy is, he might have that black book. I kid. But it's crazy, like what happened. I can actually show you. Hold on. Here's the neighborhood. Right here. This is the house right here on the corner. That's him. As you can see, there's like a black dude right there. This is in Arlington, Virginia. Probably like a road or a trail here. This is like just a regular neighborhood full of, these same type of duplexes here. Go down the street and get to some of the main roads. But yeah, let's see. The neighborhood. And from that picture, I found it. Right here. This is the house that exploded. As you can see, it's a duplex there, but police say that everybody was evacuated other than the guy that was actually in the house. And I don't know which side which side of the house he lived on, the right side or the left side. This picture was taken in, this is Google Street, and this is from 2012. So you can see here, they got the materials right here, fix the gate and everything that we saw. See right there. Fence right here. Placed that raggedy fence that we see. Well, nothing's here. Right here. Same house. That's what I do.
I want more.
That's what I do.
I want more.
Try to get in there. Because we don't know really what's going on. But yeah, there was an explosion right in Arlington, Virginia, not that far from the Pentagon. Probably about maybe 5 miles at most. Mike, you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out.
Put some more people on the line.
Subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe, blah, blah, blah. If anybody would like to call in right now and defend the Eagles.
E-A-G-L-E-S-E-O.
Like they need defending from a Cowboys fan. By all means, our call-in line, once again, Thursday Night Live is 313-825-5557. Join us all up in this piece.
They don't need to defend it, but hey, look, you had a lot of stuff going on this week. You got the shooting in Vegas.
Yeah, we got the UNLV shooting. It's so much going on. There is a lot of stuffs going on.
Then you had the guy that stole something from Macy's, a hat, and got caught and came back and killed one of the guards.
Wow, guy gets caught in Macy's. I didn't hear about that. Look at you.
Yeah.
over a hat? Hold on. You got caught stealing a hat, and then you, hold on, the story says he came back, so you got away after stealing, and you came back? Who did he shoot? A security officer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This was in Philly, too.
That was one.
In Philly. I know what you're doing now. You're taking little digs at the city. At the city of the Philadelphia Eagles.
No.
All right, let's check it out.
Nope. That was a 49er fan that came up with that story. I did not do it. I didn't know about it.
All right.
I was told about it as we were.
I'm going to run it right now. Let's check it out.
Big story in Action News at noon is the aftermath of the horrific crime that struck at the heart of Center City this holiday season.
A Macy's security guard was killed and a second guard was injured during the stabbing attack inside the store. Police sources tell Action News the suspect, now identified as 30-year-old Tyrone Tunnel, was...
I just had to pause that so you guys can look at him. Look at him looking like, oh, and I stoop.
Arrested yesterday after leaving the scene. Court records show Tunnel has a long history of retail theft, robbery, and drug offenses.
Action News reporter Maggie Kent live for us just outside of Philadelphia Police Headquarters. So Maggie, you spoke with the mother of the security guard who was killed?
You know it had to be.
John, I sat down with Eric Harrison's mom today. She describes her son as a man.
So you think that he had somebody egging him on? Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know the thieving from stores game, like a spotter or something.
He was like, man, you gotta wait. But they punked you. You can't let them punk you like that.
Oh wow. Seems like dialogue straight from Out of Lean on Me. That's what that sounds like. Oh man. Can't let him listen. I mean, what can I say that we all don't know right now? Stealing is wrong, but you get caught stealing and somehow manage to leave with your freedom, right? I'm assuming. And then you come back and shoot. Oh.
You felt disrespected.
I know what that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, hold on. We got another caller, and Mike.
Okay, go ahead.
Hang out with us. Talking shit, getting clicks. Oh, there he is. Scotty T.
Where's the hat?
What's good?
Where's the hat?
My hat, it's in the bedroom. Next show,
God,
I will wear
man.
my 3 times dope hat.
Good money. Send me that hat.
Because I am 3 times dope. Damn it.
That's right. You know what? Hey, the Eagles, unless they get some defense, we ain't going anywhere.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
No.
I'm with you.
You just stop playing that shit.
I know.
You just stop playing
wow.
that shit.
You're a real. You are. Yeah. Scotty T. I know this. This is what I'm thinking, though. I think the first 3 series, we stopped them cold.
7 touchdowns in a row.
Yeah.
7 touchdowns in a row.
Yeah.
And in the Super Bowl, because I rewatched my live, KC scored the last 6 times they had the ball. There ain't no defense.
No defense.
You know when you don't play no defense.
It hurts. It hurts to hear.
No, I'm being real.
All right.
We got that guy from Detroit might help, the linebacker, but right now we ain't getting shit.
So do you
Cowboys will probably beat us Sunday night. I'm already got a bottle of Southern Comfort for the occasion.
Oh wow, I can't. Well, let me tell you what.
God
I'm thinking.
right.
You don't think like their schedule. You don't think their schedule had anything to do with that?
You got to drink if you're an Eagles fan.
You know what? I usually don't. I don't, but
No.
I did.
That's where you're fucking up the game.
I did pour up. on Sunday watching that game. I was sipping. I was sipping and watching.
You should have been swallowing. Like the Cowboys did.
No, Scotty T. Don't talk like that, Scotty T.
Who the hell is interrupting my
Don't talk like that. I'm not swallowing shit. But this is what I'm saying. All right, do you think like the length of their all right, 3 games in like 2 weeks, right? And then also they get in the game and the defense comes out. First 3 series. First 3 series. Stop that 49ers game plan that was being planned out for the last. Yeah, I think it's a mental thing also. I think if they come out, we come out, and we're not kicking field goals and we're scoring touchdowns, their faces.
I just did a bong it on mental thing. Mental thing. Well, Jacqueline, it's called defense.
That's crazy.
Slay's the only guy playing football, and that other linebacker.
Yeah. Dallas Goedert's going to be back 85%. Elbow at 23%.
Shit. They never touched him. That was the problem. No, it was the coach. He never sent him. You got to send him. Send 7. Got to be dirty by the end of the first half.
I agree too.
Quarterback's got to be dirty by the end of the first half. Otherwise, you lose.
Mike, what do you think about this? Scotty T is telling us about our defense right here. I know you watch the Eagles with a discerning eye. Scotty T, what do you?
Your defense. I think your defense were tired. I think Scotty might have a little point, but the Eagles overall defense.
A little point. You scored 7 goddamn touchdowns.
Oh, Michael! I feel like I'm in between something right here. Okay, continue. Why is it a little point? Why is it a little point?
Hold up. Hey, Scotty, I'll hope you give him another 7 on Sunday night.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, the Cowboys might score 7.
Right.
All right, from your mouth to God's ears. 7 it is.
Did you hear my joke earlier?
Which joke?
I probably. What's the joke?
How do you say Tony Romo in Spanish?
Mark Sanchez.
And what does the NFL and Brokeback Mountain have in common? The Cowboys suck.
Oh.
There you go, Mo. There you go.
Scotty T telling them. Scotty T
telling them. Hey, Mo, just let them know. I don't believe the Cowboys gave up 7 touchdowns in a row.
Oh, wow.
Not 1, not 2.
Like,
we lost some games.
My brain's
but we ain't giving up 7 in a row.
Talking Shit Getting Clips, original podcast.
If not, we'll send the water boy.
While they're talking,
y'all don't even want to send the water boy. I'll just sit back and whatnot and just let Debo, you know.
Don't.
You let Debo do you like he was on Friday.
Oh, wow. All right. Thanks, Mike. Guys, that was Mike. He's a Cowboys fan, and you guys know we had Scotty T. He said,
E-A-G-F. You've been wrong.
He said, don't play that. But we'll be playing it again. We're going to be talking again.
Oh, it's good.
I know what you guys want. I know what you guys want. I'm going to give it to you. Isn't that better? I know that thing's going to click some like, subscribe. You guys know what it is. You all know it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. I'm doing a new segment where I will feed Dusty, the dustiest Dusty. And for my first for my first subject of Dusty, I give you You like how I did that? Do you? Let me tell you guys something. This is crazy. Somebody told me not to put that on there. Did you know they call him Diddy because Notorious B.I.G., rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, said that he reminded him of Diddy Kong. There was a game, Nintendo 64, you know, Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. This is Diddy. And anyway, Diddy Kong on the game is always doing some extra stuff. He's always into something, and that's basically why the Notorious B.I.G. called him. Yeah, that's why. That's why. That's why he call him Diddy. All right, so some of you guys already know. Reckless World 7. I know you did some Puff Daddy Combs type ish, and we were rocking it. By the way, Reckless World 7 POE cast on TikTok. My man's already got his 1,000 subscribers and he's been going live.
Would you be a body rub babe for me?
I didn't mean to hit that button, but once that button goes, I do not stop that button. But anyway, check him out. Reckless World 7 on TikTok. Greg, drop a link in there for him in the chat. What you doing? Scotty T, you're still out there. Drop your link to your comedy minute.
They're savage animals.
Both of them.
They
Scotty
are
T,
people that are
Reckless World
sick,
7,
really sick.
They are in their own little ways, but we love them. All right, there's Diddy popping up. Hey, Playboy. Hey, Playboy, take that. Take that. It makes me I want to bring up the Dave Chappelle, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Anyway, the good people at people.com posted a peculiar play-by-play of the Playboy himself, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Puff, P. Diddy, Love, Sean Combs. All right. That's right. That's right. We got a timeline. We have a timeline. Ooh. I mean, I'm doing too much. Let me bring this up. I don't want to wait for us to be. Talk about the refs. So, always do that. Kind of like a little ditty here. I'm out of control. So, it is. It is. All right. So, a timeline of Puff Daddy's events. All right, we're going to start out with November 16th. As you know, that's when Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, accuses him of taking her vagina, also human trafficking, and laying down beats locally. Listen to me again. YouTube does not allow me to say certain things because it will trigger things that aren't good for me. So, November 16th, 2023, Diddy's ex, Cassie, accuses him of taking her romance. Also, human trafficking. And also laying down beats locally, domestically. And this was all produced formally in a lawsuit. suit. So the very next day, Diddy, that's him in the polka dots, Diddy settles up with Cass. Less than 24 hours later, as soon as the story broke, it was everywhere. And Diddy settles up with Cassie. Now, we talked about this a little bit, and I'm not sure if Reckless World, I didn't get to catch it yet. I'm definitely going to catch it out. But what shout out to me was that, and what's perplexing to me, and something I took exception with, is the brutality and the abuse outlined in the claims made by Cassie. Like, and then in her statement, once she received her monies, she used the words settled amicably. And that was just a tough word for me. I got into that like a couple weeks ago, but it just was hard to digest with all the claims being thrown out there. Anyway, however, Cassie's message to us nosy folks was as follows, and this is what she said. She said, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. That's right, that was Cassie, those words. And then Diddy added, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Yo, when I read that like that, like, we know Diddy like gangster, so when she says I wish her and her family all the best, was that like, and we are potting here. You know, we're potting here. But dare I say that, hey, perhaps that was like maybe a little veiled threat? I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Maybe. Could I be reaching? I could be.
You've been robbed.
I love that song. After this show, I'm going to listen to that song at least 3 times in a row. All right. So, yeah, I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Now, more to the timeline. November 23rd, this is what we get. A woman named Joy Dickerson Neal. That's right, she's hyphenated. Joy Dickerson Neal accused Diddy of drugging and stealing her romance. Stealing her romance when she was a college student at Syracuse University in 1991. Now, attorneys for Dickerson Neal claim she was the victim of revenge movies that were made by the music mogul, and allegedly, after he recorded the incident, shared them with others in the music industry. I think this is going to deserve like a definitely, I can see Reckless World calling in here because I know he's like an effing like a master of knowing this story of what's going on and everything, and I know he has an opinion about it. I know you guys can always call it. 313-825-5557. Back to the Dusties. Yeah, anyway, Joy Dickerson Neal, I believe she's from New Jersey, and I think she is around the southern Jersey parts. I cannot confirm nor deny that because I really didn't dig that deep into it. I just saw some things that made me. Anyway, that's Neil and Puffy in that other picture. They were in a music video and tying this together. This looks like today when she's making these claims. Now, that same day, Diddy was also accused by another woman. According to a lawsuit filed in New York County Supreme Court, it was a lawsuit obtained by the good people at People. A Jane Doe alleged that Diddy and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall. That's Aaron Hall right there. He's a singer-songwriter. He used to be in the group Guy, and then he went solo, had a couple hits, and used to be married to Gloria Velez, who's been on social media and saying that he did some insane things to her when she was just a youngin'. And anyway, it says that Diddy and Aaron Hall right here, the singer, took turns stealing love from her and a friend in New York City more than 30 years ago. Right. So then November 28th, this is what we get. Diddy steps down from Revolt. He steps down. Sean Combs mission amplify voices of black people throughout the country and the African diaspora. When they start talking like that, I start looking like, I thought we're gonna talk about the diaspora. Anyway, the diaspora, whatever. Our focus has always been whatever. This is what he steps down from Revolt. And Diddy's getting kicked out of more and more companies each and every day. Each and every day. And now, there was another suit that was also filed by a fourth victim. A fourth victim. Now, in this lawsuit filed in New York also, a woman under the name Jane Doe also accused Diddy and former Bad Boy Entertainment president Harv Air. If you go and look at any effing Bad Boy album, that's Diddy called, any Bad Boy album, you are going to see Harv Pierre's name all over that. And there was another third individual labeled as third assailant. I can't talk. Of love trafficking. What do you call this up? I'm doing puns and I don't even know. Love trafficking and ganging up on her when she was 17 years old. Great. So in one of the filings, it claimed that Pierre approached her at a lounge in Michigan and convinced her to take a private jet with him from Michigan back to the Big Apple, New York City. The third assailant to Combs' recording studio in New York, well, we don't know. That's what happened. It was the third guy that they don't know, and Harv Pierre saying, hey, let's go back to the recording studio in New York. And now once she arrived, her and her friend, she alleges she was given drugs, copious amounts of drugs and alcohol before viciously being ganged up upon. Now, the lawsuit also claimed was in December 6, 2023, and Diddy, he had some responses. I have not used that button enough in this story.
Would you be a body?
I'm not using it. I love that sound effect. But this is what I will do. This is what I will tell you. I will tell you that Diddy, to be fair, responded, and this is what he had to say. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. He goes on to say, let me get ready. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and my truth. I did that like a southern type of gentleman type of way. But he's from New York. He's from Harlem. I don't want any more. All right? This is what happened. Sean Combs said that. All right, so Diddy has come out since and responded and said he didn't do this to all these allegations that are seemingly piling up on him, putting pop style a la Bill Cosby with his allegations where he made it up to damn near just under 100 women levying allegations against him. But Diddy is up to like 4 or 5 right now, Plus, other guys have been roped into it. Aaron Hall, Harv Pierre, and the third guy, unbeknownst to whoever, probably was Jennifer Lopez trying out for a role or something. I'm being spicy right now. Don't take me serious when I said that about J-Lo, because I know.
Bitch, I'm from Cumberland.
I gotta let you know. I'm from
Surprise, surprise!
All right, so now that I'm done hitting these buttons, that's what's going on. And I'm taking calls. Is this Reckless World 7?
Ring. Yes, I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
What's good?
Diddy did.
What?
Diddy
Breakdown.
It's
Did he did it? Did he did? Oh,
Yeah,
and
Diddy
then
did.
what I forgot to tell the
Diddy
people
did some new shirts.
is that there is the rumors that 50 Cent, that I haven't been able to find like actual words from 50, but it's going around that 50 Cent is going to do a documentary a la R. Kelly style called Surviving Diddy, or Diddy Did, right? Like the t-shirt.
Yeah, that's a rumor.
That's because Jesus Christ.
All right, so what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
I mean, it's the rumor. 50 is the rumor. I haven't seen anything. It's just that's X, Twitter X, and different things that he's just posting things over. There hasn't been nothing substantial put out that he actually going to do that. But yeah, Diddy's going down. It's over.
Diddy's going down. I think a lot of other people are going down. But this is what I'm thinking. There was a pervasive culture of all of this throughout, early 90s, mid 90s. I mean, Superhead, a.k.a. Corinne Steffens, does the book, Confessions of a Video Vixen, and she talks about how she was young and she was messing with Kool G Rap and other rappers out there when she was totally young. Cassie was 19, of age, but still, to be fair, she was 19 when they met. This lady, Joy Dickerson Neal, is saying that, that she was interfered with when she was a minor. Aaliyah was a youngin'. Gloria Velez was a youngin'. She's been posting pictures of her high school ID saying that, hey, they should have known. But then also, like, another reason why I say it's kind of part of the culture there is because there's so many rappers that have been caught up with these young girls that we're finding out, that we're being enlightened about. But it's something that I think we knew about all along. And then when you look at what came to mind is Hype Williams' belly. Remember Hype Williams' belly? And DMX has like a little chick on the side, and she's like 15 years old, and she's talking like a grown-ass slur out there in those streets. So that's something that was that script wasn't even, it was written, but Hype Williams talks about them doing updates and making changes day by day. So this could have been a conversation that him and DMX or him and Nas had about, things that going on in the industry, and decided to put that character in there. But damn, bro.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It's a lot
That's how it goes out there. The industry's been like that. That's nothing new. That's since the beginning of the industry, Hollywood. They've always had that type of characteristic a part of them. I mean, you gotta look at who Diddy came under. You know what I mean? Everybody he came under was in the mix somehow, some way. His father was a gangster, so it's not like he came from, he was a squarehead. His father was a gangster. His father was in the streets. His father got killed. He was cooperated. But so he comes from that lifestyle, and you getting that money, and man, it ain't a story till they start talking about the dudes. We knew he was doing this. It's like the chickens coming home to roost. But it's gonna be when they start hearing about these dudes coming out, is what everybody really waiting for. They know he was doing this with his wife Kim. What he did with Gina, straight from out here. Shout out to Gina Thompson, Cumberland County's own.
Yeah.
The things he did to Gina, like we are, especially us from Cumberland, we know already how the dude was getting down. So it ain't no secret. It's just his time is happening now. So you know what I mean. He done did something to piss these people off, and now they coming to get him like they do everybody else that they put at the top. They came for everybody. Michael Jackson, Prince, you name Mark Kelly, Bill Cosby, Russell Simmons, anybody that's a black pioneer. The only person they didn't come for was Quincy Jones, but you know he ushered a lot of them in here anyway with his.
I mean, they
his
do
broken wrist ways, his broke back mountain ways. So, you know, this is the game, man. These black gatekeepers, they breaking gates open in order for you to give you a gate to hold down. You're breaking your gate open. So, you know, for those who want to be in the industry, don't want to be independent and looking for somebody to sign you and take care of you, you want a sugar daddy, go ahead and keep playing with these people. You're going to wind up with an E-pill and a roofie in your drink, waking up with Saucy Santana somewhere.
Right down.
This guy. He's telling me. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to say.
I just tell her how it is. They need to hear the
Leah,
truth. They need to hear what's really going on.
These young girls that were out there. But then I say in this, whatever. They're youngins. These girls are young. They're acting like they're grown and moving around like they're hot and fast and whatever. But at the same time, like it's on. You know, if Puffy's like 18, 19 himself, messing like I can't. But like when you're a 30-year-old man, like a grown ass man, messing with a middle teenager, come on, bro. You gotta have some type of responsibility, no matter what she does or how she looks or how she's acting or how mature for her age she is. That's like a little girl, bro.
Money make people weird.
I think so too. Like. Yeah, money makes people weird on both ends.
What else you got to do after you got all the? After you buy everything, you have everything. What do you do? You start doing things and just, and then when you broke as hell, what do? Some of the most heinous things. Broke people and rich people are the most craziest people on the planet.
The most depraved people on the planet are killed.
Listen, man.
I'm listening.
Cassie broke that gate open. You got the girl from Danity Kane, Aubrey. She's on go. She's on his heels. I mean, so like, you know, everything he did in the industry, you know, you people forget, you treat people, you start getting, they get big headed. What I've seen from the outside, you get big headed. You get big headed when everybody knows your name. Everywhere you go, they want to feed you for free. People want to love you. You start thinking you're an idol, a god. Women are doing whatever they want to you. You start getting them mixed up. You start thinking that it's just what you're supposed to get. It's only sad when you came from the bottom and you understand. Some of these kids have never seen the bottom. Them, you may kind of understand they don't get it. But people who came from the bottom, you from New York City, you didn't grind your way to the top. You went to high, you went to college. He went to college and then he was such an entrepreneur. He took his college money and went and bought a Range Rover and got his business going, throwing parties and everything. So it's like, it's not that he ain't smart. He didn't, but hey, listen, I don't know, man. At the end of the day,
I mean, there's a lot of smart and talented perverts. And it does seem that Hollywood and the music industry just are breeding grounds for this type of behavior. You know, I don't...
Jim Carrey told you?
Does
the guy who made
Sean
the
Combs, who's working at UPS, you know, does Sean Combs working at UPS have freak-offs?
Yep. Yeah, he has them. He had them since college. He was always having them. That's a part of his college DNA.
Different quality?
You talking about, remember what we had growing up? Yeah, look what we had growing up. We had the Freaknik. That's a whole era of mindset of kids going to college and everything, all coming from everywhere to just freak off.
Little young for those Freakniks and Greek picnics. By the time I've got of age, they were getting rid of them.
It's just his turn to get knocked off.
Oh, that's what he says. So basically, you would have to. Would it be wrong to think that any person that's a big wig in the music industry or in Hollywood, and actually I don't even combine the two, I'll just keep it to music industry. Like if you're like somebody big in the music industry, believe that you had to do something crazy and outrageous to get into that club? Is it something like that? Like we're talking about Skull and Bones, Secret Society, where hey, I got to tell me your deepest, darkest secret? Or...
I mean, we've had numerous artists to date speak on some of the things that happened. Nori said, for instance, He came out. He had a hot album, hot record. It popped.
Talking shit.
He said they came to him what he perceived to be somebody coming to him with that move, and he was like, nah. He said he never went platinum again. You could definitely listen. Raw talent and good talent is going to make it to the top. What happens is when you start blowing up, these big wigs with billions of dollars come to you, and it's like a lottery ticket. They pluck us out the hood, and then you taking somebody who could barely keep $1,000 in a bank account and can't manage a credit card. Now you done just gave him millions of dollars. He can take care of his friends. He can put on all these diamonds and things, whether he own them or not, and just live the life that he's always seen. Some people will die for that. Some people do whatever they got to do, and some people get hit with the question and they go with it. Some people get snuck in, but
we know for sure that there are people that make the decision to go with it, and there's people that made that decision to say, "Hey, this is where my ride ends."
It's not all evil, but 85% of that moving up there is evil.
I'm with you, but I want to hear more from the people that say, F it. Like, this is what happened, and I got off this ride.
You can see him like Usher. Well, they ain't get off the ride yet, but you can see the ones that fell off.
Yeah, Usher's about to do the Super Bowl.
A lot of them that fell off. Some got killed. Some got murdered. Some got died. They said he tried to get Kid Cudi car up when he was messing with Cassie. So this man is not just he's a street. He was the way that they're placing him into our eyes.
It's like
he's a street thug from the beginning of time.
Godfather of a criminal organization.
Yeah, he's just a gangster from the beginning. Yeah. And Suge, ever since him, Suge, Wolf, all that, they've been having that. Just real street stuff, getting money.
Take that now, but when things like this happen, and you start looking at like their public appearances and things that have done on TV and songs that they've created, like R. Kelly, like I think that I do, like everybody says and comedians say, like, who are you singing to? Like I also think like, bro, who are you singing to? But like when you just see things that you thought was weird, like, hey, like we thought it was so cool for Diddy to make those kids walk all the way into Brooklyn, across the bridge in New Jersey to get them cheesecake. Like we thought that shit was so cool, and we didn't know that was just the tip of the iceberg of his maniacalness. I don't know.
But they bought into it. At the end of the day, they chose to walk on that cheesecake, so they chose to take that route, and that's where people got to take responsibility for themselves as well.
Right.
They can't go back and later on, well, it was your fault. It was your fault. You went with this. You went with the flow.
You went with it.
Some people are victims, but a lot of these people ain't victims.
You sold your soul.
There are victims, but you sold
your soul. Right, you sold your soul, and like that, and that's basically what I was saying about Cassie. I know a lot of people didn't want to hear that, but I'm like, yo, you chose that, and not just saying like after he hit her or did whatever, like she stayed there and did that, but like you made a conscious decision to choose that lifestyle. But I give her grace. She was 19.
Yeah, but she left a few times. She left.
Yeah, and came back.
She left
knew what it
a few
was.
times. They wasn't together that whole time.
Right, but I don't even want to go into it.
Came back and got her.
Because it's such a, people are so sensitive about that. And I really don't care. It's talking shit, getting clicks, but let it be known that I don't want the extraness, not over Puff Daddy, really not over Cassie, and really when it comes down to her, the victim. Whether she came back a million times and whether she was doing it for $30 million or doing it for the money or to get her ends or her comeuppance in the end, she went through that.
The moment she said no is when he broke the rules. Doesn't mean it don't matter. She can say it 1,000 times yes. I'm not knocking what she did. But the moment that she told him no, the moment that he wasn't with her, he came to her house. That's what she said in the paper. Yeah. He came to her house when they weren't together, and then he did what he did.
And she was like no the whole time.
You know what I mean? When she had a man and moved on. So yeah, he was a beast molded on her.
She wasn't on no, Sean, get off me, no. She was like, no, get off me, no. It was like different. No means new.
Maybe she didn't say nothing because she was just so used to the beatings and she just stayed there. We don't know what it was. It's sad for it, but either way, no is no.
Yeah.
I don't care what she did a million times. If she had said, look, tonight I'm not with it no more, and he do it, and he broke, but only him and her know.
Yeah.
And he's wrong because if he was any type of smart, he had to be that arrogant knowing that if she came out and she dropped that it was going to open the floodgate. So when you choose to you got so arrogant to the point where you let her drop those, knowing the floodgates. Your lawyers had to know it. Everybody had to know what would happen if you didn't clear that up. So you got what you asked for. Surgery with a chainsaw, and they gonna keep coming. You gonna be over there with Russell Simmons, playing with drinking coconut water and playing with little Asian boys, wherever they are. I don't know.
Russell's in Bali. You saw his picture pop up. You saw Russell's picture pop up. Hey, while I got you guys here, yo, let me throw this on here. Because like we talk shit and everything like that, but let's help the people out. This right here, and I'm gonna like pop off screen for just a second, but this is the number to the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Okay, it's 1-800-656-HOPE. 1-800-656-HOPE. 46346. I can't even tell numbers. 4673. Or you can go to rain with an extra n.com. Now, if you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, and I'm going to say these are the words that out there, I don't care about what YouTube has to say, because this is one of those messages we need to tell people. Please contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline. I'm going to let the number go through. You guys
His
can
name
share
is Sean,
this number.
S-E-A-N Combs. S-E-A-N Ronaldo R. Combs. Also known as Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Make sure you put all the descriptions in there and what year and the name you went by.
If you're not Caucasian, then leave.
Out of control. You just spelled that whole man's name out, but I'm with it. I'm with it. I don't know. How do we look at this overall as a society? How do we look at these things overall as a society? Because I know that when this was all going down, when these girls were popping pills and drinking, it was fine to them. They didn't see anything wrong with it. And then we have evolved as a society to be like, hey, this was wrong, or hey, you were being groomed, or this is this, and this is the psychology about. We talk about psychology behind bad things all the time, but we never ever want to pay like mental health towards it, like finding solutions for stuff like that on the majority outset. But this is what I'm saying. This was something that we are seeing was pervasive in at least the early to mid 90s, maybe early 2000s. With Puffy, we know, well into the 2000s. But this type of lifestyle, even with the girls going out there, like, do you believe that has stopped? There are still, R. Kelly pulled up to the McDonald's next to the high school after leaving a court case revolving around, abuse of the youngins once. Like, what are we going to do with this? Is Jay-Z involved?
He was only McDonald's, bro.
He went to the McDonald's next to the high school. You know that McDonald's you know who be over there when that bell ring. Let's not
That's
play.
Why the kids is obese.
Oh, they're obese.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Right. But damn, man. Don't be agreeing with me because I'm not going to drop you off the line. I'm not going to drop you off the line right now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did not want to get the puss out again, sir.
Oh.
Not again, sir. Please, not, sir. Please, sir.
You've been good. You've been good, Reverend. You've been good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Here we go.
Diddy did it. Diddy did it. The new shirt, $9.95.
Diddy did that. You gotta find like a real crazy pic where he's got extra lip gloss. Yeah,
Breakdown.
That's what I was gonna talk about too. Let me find it. Let me find this. I was just going through my Instagrams. Going through my Instagrams. While I was going through my Instagram, I decided to stuff. Hey, did you hear about Stephen A. Smith like leaving ESPN?
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me. He can do it on his own. He don't need them.
All right, so
he don't need them. He can do it on his own.
I have a. Listen, this is the issue I have with Stephen A. Smith, because I know Stephen A. Smith, even on his show, will call out people on social media, YouTubers who do podcasts and stuff like that. I know it's easy for him because he's a journalist. I can't even do quote fingers. He's like literally a journalist, and that's his job. But like he was kind of poo-pooing and looking down on people who get it out the back of their house or down in their basement. And now he's using that. Now he has evolved, which we can give him grace to do. But I don't know. Stephen A. Smith, to me, has been a company man for so long. He has been the company man for so long. Can he really get it popping on YouTube?
Yeah, he don't even need YouTube. He's gonna probably get picked up by one of these major. I see how Barstool just grabbing up everybody right now. Somebody major is gonna grab him up, like Tucker Carlson. Somebody's gonna sponsor him, but he probably don't even need it. He could probably do it on his own.
They said like his issue was that they're giving $17 million to Pat McAfee. Was getting it. He was getting it on his own show. He was getting it off YouTube and his own website, and and they had to bring him over to ESPN. And I guess they're paying him $17 million, and Stephen A. Smith is getting 12 or something like that. So he got it. And I was wondering, like, did Pat McAfee get extra money because he brings along with him a crew of 8 guys? Do those guys have separate contracts? I was just wondering how it works out, because if they're giving Pat McAfee $17 million and he's going to be the highest paid guy, but in turn, Pat McAfee has like AJ Hawk on his show damn near every day, and he has like another group of like 6 or 7 guys, and he was kicking bread over to him. And then, is Pat McAfee really the highest paid guy over at ESPN? Or is that even not an issue to see if Stephen A. Smith and he's just going to be out? I don't know. I don't care, but I'm definitely willing to watch and see how this is all going to play out.
It all comes down to the financials. Like you said, if he's bringing, but you got to look at what Stephen A. can bring. He can bring anybody to his show at any given time.
Yeah.
So he has that. Now, if old boy is getting 17 or 5 million more than whatever it is that he's getting, I mean, I can't complain. I couldn't say nothing until I actually seen some paperwork, but I can understand just by looking at what he's been doing and how he's going. He's going like, hold up.
I think like any celebrity who's a fan of sports and everything,
I don't know.
He's figuring it out.
Somebody will pay him though. He'll pay him that 17. Somebody will pay that 17 if that's what he really wants.
He's just he's trying to get into this new iteration of journalism. Like, it's already like he's the hardest working man over at ESPN. He's on 1 billion shows. He guest stars on shows. He does like coverage on basketball. He's out there and he's, at all the games, and he's come back reporting for a show, and then he does his podcast. He's on a lot of stuff. And I'm just like, Diddy, I'm like, yo, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and legacy. And its sickening allegations have made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Now, let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and my truth.
Break down.
Woo. Sorry, I'm back. I was
are you saying you was with Diddy? So was you got something to do with this Diddy case? Where you been at? I mean, I thought, nah, come on. What you talking about? Willie? What happened?
Nothing. Oh. Never been with. He might have been at the Craig Mack concert back in the day in Glassboro. At the theater. He might have bust out there. I didn't know him. I knew who Craig Mack was,
Fat Boys,
but I'm pretty sure
Boys.
he was one of those.
That was the Fat Boys and Beastie Boys.
No, buddy. We went to see the Fat Boys, the Beastie Boys, and Run DMC was there too.
But they didn't do the song. Yeah, they didn't do the song.
Yeah, that was like my first concert. It's either that was my first concert or the one we went to see Kool and the Gang at Fairmount Park. That might have been my first or second. That might have been my first concert, right? But my first,
Did you have a shag at the time?
Yeah, that was probably my first concert, the Kool and the Gang. I think Public Enemy was there too.
Yeah.
Dickie's taking me to see some bomb-ass concerts and some bomb-ass movies. Happy birthday, Pops.
They just went to go see the new Hunger Games movie, the last one.
Oh, he hit me up and I forgot to hit him back because it's not he went to see the prequel to the Hunger Games.
The first one.
I read all those books, and it looks great because they were talking about stuff that happened before in all the districts and stuff like that. So they did have like a couple of flashbacks. So it is cool that they made a prequel to it, and people were already talking about that they were in it to actually redo the movies, and those movies came out like 2008, 2009, maybe around that time. So they're kind of
still hot. We just watched them all. I just watched every last one of them.
Yo, the
movies are still fire right now.
Yo, I got the books on Kindle, and they went. Those books went. I used to love that's why I love riding the subway and taking the bus, because I had time to read before I got to work. I knocked out Game of Thrones just commuting back and forth to work each day. Now I drive. Now I can't read and drive at the same time. Wouldn't mind going to work. I need a chauffeur though, but I had a chauffeur now. Anyway, let's sing for me and Breakfast Roll 7. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna show you guys this. Another one of these guys. That's him. That's Russell. President, co-founder of Def Jam.
Whoa, this is my language.
And this is his and I'm going to show you his accusers.
But that's what he did. I had to keep this secret.
He showed up naked wearing a condom and tackled me to his bed while I screamed and fought and said no and cried. That's rape.
6. He's up to 6. Let's hear Russell tell it real quick.
Yeah, and that wasn't really. I think it was cultural and silly and egotistic and sad and from an insecurity that feeds it, and a lot of reasons why we were that way. If you slept with as many people as I slept with, thousands. We're talking about 6 people.
There were like 20, right? I mean, that range from
I spoke
assault
poorly.
to
You mean
rape to,
that's not, no. Yeah. I spoke poorly to 15 of them. I mean, 12 of them. I spoke poorly all the time. I'm a Def Comedy Jam guy. I was crude. So how many compromising situations was I in? And if you call that person and say, can you help me help these other women? And you can get them to tell a story and reimagine a story. And I'm not here to say what they were thinking, but I can simply tell you that I was in so many compromises. Yeah,
all right.
and that
so
was
many compromising
situations that people can have a recollection from 30 or 40 years ago, and it can be different from my recollection, and it could be one where there was perhaps collaboration. We had more foursomes than most guys had once. Could someone leave and feel hurt? Could someone leave and feel they wish they hadn't? Could someone reimagine a story out of thousands of people? Could someone want notoriety in a market where people thirst for fame, even infamous? Could someone who just came out of jail and want to sue you because they had an experience and they can reimagine it just a little bit different? And could you be vulnerable enough to accept it? I took 9 lie detector tests. People don't know that. 9 separate. 7 from the chairman of the Polygraph Association. 1 for each of the situations that people can, serious accusation. 1 for when someone said, for instance, I was violent. One person said that. I've never been violent. Took that. And once why I apologized. Never apologized about assaulting anyone. But if two people say it, because one said it and me too, and the second person said it, then I took a test for it. 3 hours per test by 2 polygraph examiners. One that I've never done this to anyone and one I've never done to each individual. Some people say that they're not accurate, but if they're 94% accurate, I did 9 of them. It's pretty clear that I don't believe it. I even asked well, what if I believe it, but it's not true? He said, your subconscious will get you. I said, I don't know how true that is, but that's what was told to me by the chairman of the Polygraph Association. He was filmed, by the way, talking about this, so there's footage available. No one in the mainstream would cover that.
Why do you think that is?
There's a narrative, serious accusation.
Which is what?
That we don't want to go backwards. We want to believe women. But women and celebrities may be in some cases a little different. But we don't want to not believe women. We have to believe women. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we can't demonize people without proof either. Twitter cannot make a decision. I've never spoken to a policeman. I've never spoken to a judge about anything.
Which is what?
That,
Russell.
You raped me right up against the wall. Excuse my language.
I mean, he made sense.
He did make sense.
He put his facts out.
He did say some things too that were factual, but then I also have to ask a question about something that he had said himself. He said that he took multiple lie detector tests, 9 of them, and they lasted for hours. At least 3 hours, I believe he said. And he said he was 94% accurate. And if you're taking around 25 hours of lie detector tests, and 6% of the shit that you're saying is not factual, what is included in that 6%? Mr. Simmons, did you in fact put that light bulb up inside of this victim's rectum in 1998?
Did it turn on?
Did it turn on? No. Failed. Like, how many questions can you get in that time frame? How many questions can they ask in 25 hours of lie detector testing? That's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
I mean,
listen, it doesn't work like that in lie detector test, though.
If I ask
you can't just ask as many questions as you want.
Yeah, but he said 94%
Even
accurate.
in a session.
Like, how many questions can you ask?
Yeah, but that's because they ask you questions like, the questions they're asking on a lie detector test are be like, first I ask you questions to find out if you're telling the truth or not by asking your name.
Right, like the base test.
Ask you something, so they get a basis. Then from there, they'll ask you about whatever questions are being posed to you. You're being posed these questions and you're answering the question.
Okay.
So did you ever was with this person? Yes, boom.
Right.
But you'll never get 100% correct on a lie detector test. So in reality, what he's saying as far as his numbers, his schematics, his numbers, not that we know if they're true, just going by what he said. That's a high percentage rate of telling the truth. So like you say, that those out of all of those tests, he's still got a 94%.
It's still an
So
A.
then that last 6%, like you said. Right, but then we gotta judge it by how we judge it. We're gonna say, damn, this man had 94% right, and then the 6% was wrong, but nothing came with a case or charge or nothing. Those 6% didn't put him in a situation to be guilty. On those people doesn't mean he didn't do anything.
Right. I mean,
but what he's saying, if we're going off of his statement, then he's got some legs to stand on that.
So my question would be, in a single, say, in a 3-hour session of lie detecting, would you ever sit down and do 3 hours for a lie detection test if you're asked only a certain amount of questions?
Hell yeah, you would. If you know you innocent and you don't want no people and people would go by him.
I'm with you.
If he was guilty, we'd be saying a lie detector test ain't a lie.
Because I'm trying to figure out how many questions can be asked in a session. In 3 hours, how many questions can they ask him? 100?
What was it? They do 5 questions in an hour. I know it was 5 questions.
15 questions?
Took about an hour.
Right, so I feel better.
Questions.
I feel better
They
about
do about
that.
5 questions.
So yeah, if they're doing 5 questions in an hour and he's getting 15 questions and he's got a 94, I don't feel bad about it. Also, with like what you said, it's not backed up by any type of police statement or handcuffs or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, anytime you're in that type of situation, especially back in the day, it's gonna be a he said, she said.
Yeah.
Still, that lady, this lady looks like she's been through.
In that situation, that's child support.
Yeah, these women look like they've been through at least 3 to 4 different lifetimes since having the experience with Russell, and this shit still affects them. That's crazy, man. So, Kimora Lee's house, they made it seem like they blew her house up like they did in the house in Arlington that exploded, but it just looks like she had a little mishap with her fireplace. I didn't get to read the whole story, but I was just looking at the pictures. It looks like they're making it out to be that fire at her house. They're making it out to be more than what it actually is.
Kill all our heroes. Kill all our legacy. Everybody's guilty when it comes to us, regardless. Even the way we look at it from a, well, they're saying it, so it got to be something to it. But in reality, like, I know what it is to be innocent and be told that you did something you ain't do. So it's just kind of, you say it's a messed up situation either way. But I'm like this, if somebody did something to you and then you wait till 30-something years and somebody else says something and then you jump on the bandwagon, you got to at least accept the fact that you're going to be looked at crazy.
Right.
There are a lot of women who had put charges out and they got rectified behind the scenes. So you could have. So some people are going to get thrown in that bandwagon, and some people are just bandwagoning. So that's the life that you take when you want to be that guy.
Yeah, it's part of it. I think the best avenue for that situation, live your life as pristine as possible and be a man of, so for our character and treat women right. So, if something does happen, you be like, oh no, not him. You'll have 10 people coming up for you. I don't know. It still seems like if they want to get you, they can get you. And it seems like it is more of a well-tuned occupation and option of an occupation for a lot of women, young women out there. It seems like the move to get yourself a baller.
Nah, it's just the ones that we getting to see. They making it seem like it's a lot, but it's really not.
Every time I see myself on camera,
I like your attitude.
This is my nigga. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Back on that bullshit again. Back on that bullshit. Back on that bullshit.
This is
bullshit.
No, you
back on that bullshit again.
Thank you. Shout out to you.
I'm out of here, big dog.
All right.
Rocking with you.
Peace.
Breakdown.
Reckless World 7. Reckless World. What's up, guys? We still in the chat? Put my show up real quick to see how we're doing over here. How we're doing. Hey, if you guys are in the chat, do me a favor real quick. Just do me a favor real quick. Click down and hit that like button for me real quick. Get a little like for me. Got some subscribers. We got more subscribers. Yes. I was like at this time last year, I was around 36 subscribers. We are getting it. Slowly but surely. Y'all just listen. Hey. Yo, so yeah, we got these. Look like hip hop was a mess back in the days, and I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more coming out the woodworks, and we just don't know who's next. Don't know who's next. We don't know next. Who could it be? Are they going? I don't even want to name names right now, but it really does seem like that you got to put on like everybody who's made some bomb ass music has some shit going on with them, and it's hard. It is hard for me, but I just put it in this mindset that it's probably even tougher for the victims of those crimes that our favorite artists was artisan. Let the children sing. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm taking a water break. By the time this song is over, I shall return. Let me take a water break. Cut my camera and my mic. Cut my mic. I'm still here. I'm still here. All right. Back from my water break. Back from my water break. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Like my ish. Like my ish. Oh, cut it out. God, it's so annoying sometimes. It's annoying. Yo, Ramid brings something up. Grand Theft Auto 6. Yo. I know you may not know. I know you may not know. No, not know. But one of the top selling games of all times was Grand Theft Auto 5. It's got billions, whatever. They are now, after, 2023. I think it's about 10 years. I think it came out in 2011. When did the Grand Theft Auto 5 come out? Was released September 17th, 2013. We are talking about over 10 years ago. And I played this game as recently as like 2 months ago. I've been on my Call of Duty Warzone. And by the way, remind me, next week, I got a clip of your... Hold on. I got a clip of your very own Reckless World 7. And you guys know... You know how I be kicking his back in when it comes to Call of Duty, and I always tell you that he's not good. Well, let me tell you what. You already know what happened. Reckless World 7 pulled us out of the war zone. Like, I was dead watching him do it, and he did it. He brought us home on a helicopter. It is for those who don't know, it is a very, very big deal. Very big deal, but he got us a win. And it was I was so proud of him. Like, I was going nuts for him. I'm going to clip that. Oh, you got a Nicki Minaj skin on Call of Duty? You're one of the people that I don't like. I always be calling them out. Get Nicki. That pink hair running around. Like, the hair is like down to her ankles. Crazy. Or 21 Savage. Like, he's putting on plates, but he's wearing no shirt. He has no fanny pack or nothing, but he's running around with full battle rattle for some armor on, just bare chested with nothing but tats to protect him. How it works, but because it is a video game. Flash, if you want to call in and talk about the Hunger Games prequel, without the spoilers, just tell us if you liked it, if it's something we should go see or not see. Let us know. Give us a call, 313-825-5557. That goes for any of you. If y'all seen a bomb-ass movie or heard a bomb-ass song or had a bomb-ass food or a restaurant, y'all want to share it with us, you call in, because I like watching movies. I like listening to music, and I love food. I love food. Regard me. I am back.
Ain't nothing.
All right, so I'll look out for your call, Flat. I'm going to call in. But what was I talking about? Grand Theft Auto. That's right. We're on a side mission now. Grand Theft Auto. There is a trailer. I don't know if I can share this trailer with you because it's so copyrighted. All this stuff is so copyrighted up. Like they got reaction video. But what I would do is I get it like an image. Let's just give them. All right, this is Grand Theft Auto 6. They are back in Liberty City, and Liberty City is basically a building for building, street for street, dead ass, on balls accurate copy of Miami. Los Santos was the city that they used in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's an open world type of game. For you guys that don't know, it means you can get in a car and drive around everywhere. You can go everywhere. You can do damn near anything. And it is a very awesome game. You can get the fly cribs, fly clothes, fly cars. You can do missions. You can shoot up at police. You can arm wrestle. You can golf. You can throw darts. You can go party. You can dance. You can do anything in this game. Show off cars, all that stuff. It is a great game to play. I'm probably going to get it because Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. I didn't get the Modern Warfare 3 because there's some issues with that, political issues with it. But here's one of the. This picture doesn't know. This is characters that are in there. I want to show you guys gameplay so much, but I'm not. But if you're interested in it, and I think everybody, even if you're not interested, you just want to see something cool, type in Grand Theft Auto 6 in your YouTube or your Google and watch it go. Watch the new trailer and see how great that video game. Right? Ramid, am I missing something here? Yo, Super Mario is on Netflix. I did see it. I didn't get to watch it yet. And what I was going to do also is next week, I'm going to definitely talk about, don't worry, our show's not over, but next week I'm going to give you my opinion, and I want your opinion. What movie is better, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2? Let me know. That's my question for you. But let me get into it. The main story of this evening could have been Diddy, but Diddy was a second. Another second. Love's not here tonight. Let's talk out. Yo, this lady said a lot. Actress calls out Black community over their silence surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And I'm going to already start out. She said a lot, so I'm going to start with her apology. All right? Oh, by the way, this is actress Julianna Margulies. And it shows like The Good Wife, ER, some other shows she produces. She's an activist. And she was on a podcast right before Thanksgiving holiday. And the podcast she was on was Andy Ostroy's. What is it? What is this? Give me a second. It's called The Back Room with Andy Ostroy. And it seems that Julianna Margulies had been on the show before, and this was her second time coming back. And she said some things. So she said some things, but before we even start, I'm going to just go ahead. She gave the apology. And this is her apology. I am horrified by the fact that statements I made on a recent podcast offended the Black and LGBTIA+ communities. Communities I truly love and respect. I want to be 100% clear. Racism, homophobia, sexism, or any prejudice against anyone's personal beliefs or identity are abhorrent to me. Full stop. she didn't stop. Kept on apologizing. Throughout my career, I have worked tirelessly to combat hate of all kinds, end anti-Semitism, speak out against terrorist groups like Hamas, and forge a united front against discrimination. I did not intend for my words to sow further division, for which I am sincerely apologetic. Julianna. And I'm on 3 times. Talking shit, getting clicks. We're getting into it. We are getting into it. But let me throw my... you guys need to do a little advertising for... boost them up. All right. So let's get into some of the that Julianna said. I call her Julianna. I've been calling her Julianna until this happened. Now she's back to being Julianna. Just Julianna. All right, so let me tell you what. On November 21st, a podcast called The Back Room with Andy Ostroy featured an interview with award-winning actress, activist, and philanthropist Julianna Margulies. Now, the interview ruffled some feathers in the African-American community as well as the LGBTQIA+ communities from comments made by Julianna. So let's get into the conversation. I'm going to start it at around 6:44. That's how podcast starts, by the way, guys. Come on. Is that, or would you rather hear this? You know what I mean? That's podcast music. But that's neither here nor there. Let's start at around 6:44, and let's check it out.
Kids know nothing about the Holocaust, right?
In 2021, I really saw that Trump had left this horrific hole when he legitimized anti-Semitism by saying there are good people on both sides after the Charlottesville March, which is why I started the Holocaust education program to begin with, because I truly do believe, and I'm seeing it clearly now, that education is the most important part of a child's life. Mm-hmm. It plants the seeds. It stops the ridiculousness of, look, I'm not even a religious Jew. I wasn't even bat mitzvahed. If anything like this had happened in the Black community, for example, 900 protesters left stranded on the tarmac in DC on their way to the rally because all the bus drivers walked out.
Wow. She brings up Black people and she brings on an event that absolutely positively happened. She's right. There was activists heading to DC, and there was a malicious walkout by the bus drivers. Right here. Let me show you what happened. I'm going to take you into that. Let's go. I think this is the video. Let's throw it up.
Hundreds of people from Detroit who flew to Washington, D.C. for the march. They were stranded at the airport and could not make it to that rally.
Now, some of them say they were targeted because they were Jewish. Nick is joining us right now to break it down. What happened, Nick?
Adrian Murphy, this story blew up on social media. Hundreds of people from the Jewish community in Detroit landed in D.C. on Tuesday and were waiting for prearranged buses to pick them up and shuttle them to the pro-Israel rally. But many of the buses never came. In a statement to the Detroit News, David Kurtzman from the Jewish Federation of Metropolitan Detroit said, quote, "We have learned from the bus company that this was caused by a deliberate and malicious walk-off of drivers."
We just sat on the tarmac, just waiting for the bus drivers to take us until we found out that the bus drivers were in protest of us once they found out that they were taking us to the rally, and they wouldn't drive us. So, and there were supposed to be many more buses, but right as of...
All right, I gotta come right there. So, guys, this is what happened. My Jewish brothers and sisters went to go protest in Washington, D.C. around the Palestinian-Israeli conflict that's ongoing right now, and they were stuck. They were stuck on the tarmac. Now you ask, hey, your buses didn't come pick you up. How did you get stuck on a tarmac? Well, let me tell you what. These guys had chartered flights. So when you're on a chartered flight, usually what happens is you go directly into transportation, and that's the only way that you're allowed to leave the airport. So it's not like you're going down to collect your bags and going through anything like that. It's not like they can get off and walk through the airport and get out. It is policy, maybe even law, FAA type policy, that chartered flights must leave on transportation. Now, the transportation people knew this, and they decided that they were going to walk out. They all basically called out sick, and that's what happened. Now, I don't know if it's to their credit or not to their credit. We're talking about 900 protesters coming out. So that was a gang of buses, and well, a lot of them got out. At least 300 of them were stranded. But the bus company involved was not identified. This group did not identify the bus company, but you know who I do, how I do, and how I get it. We know that the president of the bus company is Mohammed Ashfaq. Hope I said his name right. Ashfaq. Why are we cheering? All right. And the company's name is, now listen, you might want to Google this. There is a company that comes up. I am not sure that is the same company. I do not believe it to be the same company because this company is based out of Denver, and the company name is Prestige Worldwide Transportation. Prestige. Who knows? That's what Step Brothers. Anyway, Prestige Worldwide Transportation LLC, and its owner and president is Mohammed Ashfaq. And listen, I don't want to make assumptions here, but I think it's pretty clear that Mohammed Ashfaq is probably a Muslim, and most of his drivers are more than likely Muslims, and this is the reason that they're stranded. But Julianna is having issues here because black people didn't step up for this. But let me tell you what, until Julianna said this happened, honestly, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know. Anybody in the chat, did you guys know that that this bigoted Muslim bus company stranded Jewish people out on a tarmac when they were just trying to go to DC to peacefully protest? Did anybody see major news about that? Or have we been looking at P. Diddy all damn week? It is something, Juliana. It is something. But I digress. Juliana's going to going. I did that. That's right. Bus drivers protested by calling out. They called out sick. And Juliana's point, major news outlets were unable to answer the question that my first shot to mind. Like many of you, I just wanted to know what the bus company who abandoned them, and nobody wanted to say it. And here we go.
If that had happened to any other marginalized community, this country would be in an uproar. But because it happened to the Jews, for some reason, it's laughable. And there's just such a strange story woven into anti-Semites, I should.
Did you hear her? She said, there is a strange story woven into anti-Semites. Now, I picked up the story because they were basically saying that Juliana said that black people were brainwashed to be anti-Semitic, which I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. And I don't think she actually said brainwashed. I think a lot of people didn't really watch the entire interview or are piggybacking off of people who did. But I watched all 44 minutes of this, and she does. She goes in on black people. She goes on LGBTQ community, and there is a reason why she did this. But it didn't say brainwashed, but I think the closest statement she made was a strange story woven into anti-Semites. She was calling black people anti-Semites, and if you have a strange story woven into you, that is akin to being brainwashed, right? So that's kind of where I believe they're getting that from. If she did actually say the words brainwash, I honestly didn't hear it. I'll probably go back and watch it again. Actually, no. I'll go. We move forward here. But yeah, Julianna Margulies starts a Holocaust education program, and then she goes in on black people. And then we talked about the bus drivers, and we talk about Julianna is basically saying black Americans are uneducated and that they're being brainwashed with her statement that a strange story has been woven into anti-Semites, and she's calling black people anti-Semites. Okay, let's hear more.
Because I'm the first person to march in Black Lives Matter. When that happened to George Floyd, I put a black screen on my Instagram. Like, I ran to support my black brothers and sisters. When LGBTQ people are being attacked, I run. I made a commercial for same-sex marriages with my husband in 2012. Like, I am the first person to jump up when something is wrong, as I think most Jews are, because
yeah, I love it. She is such an activist. She is such a friggin' activist, guys. Did you know that she ran out and marched in Black Lives Matter? Did you know that when George Floyd was murdered by the officers in Minnesota, that she actually took her time and posted a black square as her Instagram program, her Instagram profile pic? Yeah. She did all this for you and me. So, it's fearless. She's putting it all on the line for you and me. Going out there and marching in Black Lives Matter. And then putting on a black square for your Instagram profile for George Floyd is more. It's more than enough. No, but honestly, we appreciate her looking out for it. Let's keep it rolling. All right, so she goes on in this interview to give us some education about what was going on. I'm taking you straight to it. He was spitting, guys.
Again, on October 7th. So that's done. But what does it never again mean? Is that just a nice hashtag for people on social media?
I think that's where the hurt comes in for me. Because every Jewish kid, whether your family was religious or not, learned never again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I think for me, the hurt comes when girlfriends of mine who were at my wedding where I got married under a chuppah by a rabbi have still yet to reach out to me to say, okay. That's where the hurt comes in. From people that you thought valued your life.
She's talking about like friends that went to her wedding, that was done in traditional Jewish style. And close friends of her haven't reached out. Like, I would definitely feel a certain way about it. But also, I mean, I don't know. As a black person, like, we're American. Like, something can happen in Italy and Italian Americans might feel something, or German Americans might feel something if it's happening. Something can happen in Puerto Rico, and I mean, Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. Like, they're going to feel a certain way, or Dominican Republic, they're going to feel a certain way about their country. But I mean, really, like no one. I wonder who she reached out when George Floyd was murdered. Like, who did she reach out to talk about it? But I think there is a difference there. You know, I would, as a friend, if to any of my Jewish friends, if I was talking to them, I wouldn't think to reach out to them about this war or this conflict or anything like that. But I could understand, like, reaching out to your friend and be like, hey, do you got family over there? Anybody you know over in Israel? And just making sure that they're okay, given the current circumstances that are going on out there. So I can understand where she's coming from in that speed. But something shot out at me earlier. And listen, I'm not trying to do investigating reports. I'm not trying to do any gotcha journalism or anything. But this point stood out to me.
Show and all the Jewy stuff. There's a story with you and the Star of David and a cross on the show. Do you want to just explain that?
I had been asked to speak at the Variety Summit on anti-Semitism and how our business, how the entertainment business could tamper down some of the tropes that seem to be attached with the Jewish people. The same way that Will and Grace.
Oh, sorry.
Managed to bring gay marriage into the conversation and get people behind rallying for, LGBTQ rights. So what I was talking about at this summit was it had never dawned on me when I went into my costume fitting to play Laura Peterson on the morning show. It had never dawned on me when the costume designer, who I love, I think she's genius, put a cross on Laura Peterson. I was like, okay, sure. I brought it up at the summit because it has never been my experience in this business that someone tried to put a Star of David on me or a high or something in Hebrew.
Yeah, and that made me start thinking when she said that, like, I get that. Like people are just so quick to just throw stuff on you. And she said she's really not religious and all, but she did make a point to talk about, never being offered to wear a Star of David or anything like that. And that got me thinking, like, let's go check out Julianna and just figure out, like, is she really talking that talk? Or is she just bullshitting? So you know what I did? I went like this. I said, Julianna Margulies. And I just hit enter. Yeah, and I hit images. And I am going, and I see a chain. I don't see no Star of David. Excuse me. Let me get out of the way. I don't see a Star of David. No star. Bare neck. Oh, nice necklace. That would be a nice Star of David you can put on that. She doesn't. Just covering the neck. Nope. Nah. Nope, of course. Husband, nope. Same picture, nope. In this picture, she has a little thing on there, but that's not a Star of David. Here we go, another chain. No Star of David. And nope. Yo, I went through. If you can find me a picture of Julianna Margulies with wearing a Star of David, that is not Photoshop, please. Please, do me a favor. So that's right, because I have Jewish friends, and listen, I have not spoken about it publicly, not like this. Like, I did the shows before. Anyway, actually, I haven't mentioned this to anyone, but I noticed a couple of follows on my social media after doing the show about Kyrie. Remember that show? And then my criticisms against the use of the word anti-Semite for anyone who dares to criticize Jews. Like, I lost some friends for saying these things. Now, I was one of the first podcasts to report about the October 7th attacks on Israelis in terms of how social media was not only becoming more curious and aware of the ongoing conflict and the past conflicts between Palestine and Israel, but how many people were beginning to question Israeli-U.S. policies and how the Palestinians have been treated for the past 80 years. Now, I provided historical references and a real-world, unbiased reporting before explaining the conflict from both perspectives, as best as I could, not being either Israeli or Palestinian, but just trying to put my feet in each other group's shoes and try to explain it from their angle. Like, yo, you attacked us on October 7th. We had our glow sticks. We was minding our business. We should you up. And then, oh, you been shitting with us for 80 years. Like, we're not just going to sit here and take this. We're going to attack. Like, you can see it from both sides. And I don't think being able to see an issue from both sides should get you to be labeled anti-Semitic or anti-Muslim for that fact. If anything, most of the people were talking about the situation as I was, just historical and factual and what's going on. But also when the opinions came, my opinion on it is more of, we have so much more going on here in the United States that I would think that the United States should focus on United States right about now. And I think a lot of Black journalists and media personalities are going that road. But as far as Margulies' apology, I think by far and large, Black social media outlets aren't buying it. And I get that. Julianna Margulies got on a mic and spit loogies at the Black community. She chastised, insulted, and condescended to a community that has shown considerable grace in refraining from commenting publicly on the ongoing conflicts between Israeli forces and Hamas. The Black contributors that I've seen, like I said, speaking on major news outlets, have been fairly diplomatic in regards to Israel and Palestine and more focused on the U.S. government involvement. Hey, maybe Julianna is conflating the U.S. with Israel. I mean, it's really not that hard these decades. I don't know. But you know what's funny? Julianna educates us on Nazis stealing America's racist segregation playbook. You know, the playbook is to create laws and policies to subdue and disenfranchise Blacks and use it as a blueprint for the Jewish Holocaust. Yet, she never ever thinks that the Israelis themselves and the Israeli government themselves would dust off the old X's and O's and apply that logic to their occupation of the Palestinian people. I mean, tell me, am I the only Black person that can empathize with people who are victims of state-sanctioned marginalization? So yeah, Julianna Margulies went on Black people for 10 minutes of airtime, and her apology was put on a Post-it note. Or maybe she's just fake mad, like she was talking about her Star of David, and maybe she's just Holly. Anyway, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. David says that the bus stunt, and let me see if I can get back to my live here, was a great call by political spin doctors. Let's be realistic. Blacks do not have a horse in this race. David, thank you for bringing that up, because that bus story, I lived in D.C. Muhammad Ashfaq, I'm going to tell you what, his whole entire company were probably other Muslims, probably some Egyptians in there and everything. It wasn't Black people that said, hell, we're calling out sick because we're not going to take these people. If anything, out of the 900 people arrived on the plane. 300 were left on the tarmac. I'm going to tell you, those 600 people were bussed off into D.C., most likely by African Americans who came, picked them up, and took them to the rally. No effing problem. And I think really what happened with Julianna Margulies is that, maybe some of her friends that she's done on shows with, maybe her neighbors and stuff like that, haven't come out and talked to her and asked her about her life or whatever. But can you blame them? Because she is, like she said, she's not religious. She doesn't wear Star of David. Some people probably, most of her friends may not even know that she's Jewish. Like, she might got married to her Jewish husband, but hey, your friends got your friends. They got their friends. I don't know. All I know is that he has a black person, really. We have no, we don't. There is no horse in this race. That's it. There is no horse in this race. But I really hope that Julianna Margulies gets in touch with her friends. She was on a podcast and she was talking her shit. And I don't care for her apology. The apology is, you know, you said what you said. You said what you said. I think you should just do another show and people can call in and question you about things and then you can clarify instead of just doing a blanket apology. You started talking shit. Don't send a tweet. Go back and talk some shit. Maybe. All in all, I don't think so. I don't think it was a big deal. I think it lasted on Black Twitter for about half a day. But still, I do not like any type of division from any type of groups. We all need each other to get through this, man. You all know this. We do need this. And I need you guys to hit like, share, subscribe, share this, hit the alerts, do all that good stuff. Let people know. Keep on commenting. I appreciate everybody that came out today, all of our callers, everybody in the chat. I'm sorry, I can't. I always do this, and I always got to turn this music down. But you know that music. You know what that music means. Next week, same time, different stories. Thanks for watching us. Talking shit, getting clicks. We episode. Good night, everybody.
Fuck up.